Okay, so top of the morning to all Trinidad and Tobago citizens and football fans and what it is, I just like sports and the whole, I just like to listen to the news. This is basically the news of the Trinidad and Tobago senior men's national team. The 26-man squad has come out, and this is for the upcoming fixtures that the Trinidad and Tobago national team have for the World Cup qualifiers with a chance to get to the 2026 World Cup. Trinidad and Tobago are going to be playing Curaçao on Friday, and then on the 9th, we're going to be playing Jamaica. So this is the 26-man squad. People, make sure to get your tickets, make sure to get your red jersey and come down to the Hazy Cover Stadium and support the guys them on Friday. But this is the 26-man squad. So Marvin Phillip, Daniel Hospitales, Kobe Henry, Rio Cardines, Josiah Trimingham, Andrew Raymond, Stephen Yates, Daniel Phillips, Nathaniel James, Kevin Molino, Levi Garcia, Renan Telfer, Tyree Spicer, Wayne Frederick the second or Junior, Dante Seeley, Justin Garcia, Andrew Rampassad, Justin Obiku, Rhea Gill, Jabari St-Hilaire, Denzel Smith, Noah Powder, Kyle Overy, Kaim Thomas, Isaiah Garcia, and Jerin Jackie. Now, out the gate, a lot of people wanted my thoughts on it, and in my opinion, it don't make no sense. I say who needs to be there. Dwight already pick his side. I am just a regular guy on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I'm just a regular guy. And we need to just put the trust in Dwight York, man. At this point, it doesn't matter what we see. It's not going to change the price of Team Manchester. We just have to go with what Dwight York says at this point. And also, we also don't need to put any negative thoughts within the 26-man squad, having them believe that, okay, I probably didn't deserve to be here. If Dwight York sees the potential in them guys there, then so be it. This is the team that we're going with, and we had to just back them till death. Okay, so going through the team, of course, I see that we have 3 goalkeepers: Marvin Phillip, Jabari St-Hilaire, Denzel Smith. Now, I just don't know who Marvin Phillip plays for at club level, but Marvin Phillip has been a proper servant of the national team for years. Jabari St-Hilaire, I think he plays at the Defence Force. Again, don't know much about him, but you know, whenever he does have his chance, he's pretty much solid. And one thing I'd not really like phase for with Trinidad and Tobago football on the whole, over the years we have had very competent goalkeepers. That is one stereotype that we have. We always have pretty much good goalkeepers that could, you know, keep us in the game. So also Denzel Smith, who I believe is my number one. I think Denzel Smith is who we need leading the lines for the upcoming fixtures. I think Denzel Smith, of course, he has Marvin Phillip on the athletic aspect. We saw in the Unity Cup where Marvin Phillip was struggling to get off the line to get to Ronaldo Cephas again against Jamaica. Marvin Phillip does make some amazing saves and is always a great man to have in the team and as a mentor. But for me personally, Denzel Smith also very good with his feet, and I think we need to be playing progressive football. So I think Denzel Smith, especially with his distribution, should be the number one. So he gets into my starting 11. Now let's go pick the starting 11 one time. So getting into the defenders now, we have Hospitales, Kobe Henry, who plays in Real Salt Lake. Don't know much about him. I've seen here Rio Cardines, of course, Andre Raymond, Josiah Trimingham, who was newly instated as the Montego Bay captain in the JPL. Who again? Justin Garcia, Mr. Shiggy himself, the first and only guy I was truly, critical of. But I'm a player. Despite what I think about the guy, he gets to be having some crazy moments, but on the most part, he does be very solid most times. But he doesn't have that crazy moment. And why? It's scary. It's very, very scary. Also, I think Kaim Thomas could give you on the wing if he feels like on the wing back position if he feels like. Isaiah Garcia, also a defender. And Jerin Jackie, I want to believe, is a centre back or wing back. That's what they list him as, a centre back or a wing back. So, don't know much about him, but he plays in the Portuguese 4th division, I think. So, yeah, I don't know much about him. But for me, the centre-back pairing will basically be, I want like commanding defenders in the back. I want guys who are vocal. I want guys who know how to lead a back line. So from what they're saying, this Kobe Henry brother here has been, playing tactical football most of his life within the MLS and them stuff there. So for me, we got to try him. And this is the crazy thing about the the whole selection with the TTFA, man. Why it is we wait until the horse reach Santa Rosa Park to say, nah, we don't want that horse there. We're going to pick that horse here when we don't come from this place in America. That's the crazy thing. And I hope that within the future that we be more proactive instead of reactive. We should have had an idea of what these guys offer by now. This is the race day. We're on the race day. We're in Santa Rosa Park right now. And we're coming here with this guy here, Kobe Henry, who we don't really know. But I ain't seen most of the defenders them. We left out Batu. We still have Shiggy and them, but I think that they have been proven to not be the most sound defensively. So we gotta pretty much play Kobe Henry. But Josiah Trimingham, who is somebody who I rate a lot, and also the Jamaicans rate a lot, and they actually really, really fear Josiah Trimingham, and they rate him. So he is the captain of the Montego Bay team in the JPL, and just a rugged defender, boy. This guy gets into your face, a colossus in the back, an enforcer. He gets in your face and hits you. And I think a combination of having a dog like Trimingham, I don't know how much of a Rolls Royce defender this Kobe Henry is, a guy who could play out from the back and spray pass. I don't know what he has, but I believe that gonna be my centre back pairing. So he gets in with Josiah Trimingham. Left back, of course, Andre Raymond. No debate. Andre Raymond has been putting in performances day in, day out for Trinidad and Tobago, man. And I know that there's a height issue, and especially with the Jamaican team in particular, we got to pay close attention when it comes to that, because Jamaica players are really big. They're tall, athletes. So maybe we might have to do some tweaking with that, but we're in the Curaçao game now, and we're pretty much matching Curaçao on height, kinda. So yeah, the left back for me, Andre Raymond. And right back, my guy, Rio Cardines. He pretty much break into the Crystal Palace team. Haven't had a stint yet. And Glasner, come on, boy. Play him, guy. Play him. Like the last game that they had against Aston Villa, they were up 3-0. My tail raised. I said, well, right. Finally, we're going to see a Trinidad and Tobago in the Premier League. And the guy put on Nathaniel Klein. I was like, boy, put on Cardines now, but you can't even put him on to play wing or something, man. I was real close on that one. It's sweet on, boy. But yeah, but Cardines has, I think he's still cemented his spot within those Gold Cup and Unity Cup games. He just showed the levels that he was at, playing at a Premier League club, even though he was at the lower division, and him being around guys like Munoz, who is, in my opinion, one of the best right backs in the world. So him learning from them kind of guys there, it got nice to see him face up in this final stage of the World Cup Qualifiers. So he gets in my right back position. I believe we should play a back four. I think the back five, and one thing we do struggle with is build up. For those who don't know, like the parts of football, when it is from the transition from defense into attack, there's a build up, there's a progression, and then the attacking aspect, the finishing aspect. Our build up play does tend to be slow, and because we have 5 men in the back and we're not really moving the ball as fast as possible, it does tend to cause trouble, as we saw in the USA game. For a time we just have all these guys behind the ball, we don't know how to spread the play. So I think we should just go man to man and defend them hard. So me personally, I'll put Cardines in the 4. So in the midfield now, we have no choice with Daniel Phillips. Daniel Phillips, he is a tank in the midfield. He has to get in. In the other part of the midfield, I'll put either Noah Powder, within the pivot, I should say, Noah Powder or Andre Rampasad. Now, Noah Powder pretty much he's an energy guy, and it's cool having a guy who provides energy in the midfield, but I think that the progression needs to be very good. So me personally, I'll put Andre Rampasad in the pivot to accompany Daniel Phillips, and then of course Kevin Molino, he is spot his seal. The front three we already know. The front three we already know, man. That's Levi Garcia up top, Tyrese Spicer, and the man on form. This is the guy who is the most informed for Trinidad and Tobago right now. That is Dante Seeley. He coming off maybe 5 games with 4 goals with Montreal in the MLS. So, and of course we know Tyrese Spicer already, just a breath of fresh air, a maverick, could just get at you, and a very direct player. That's what I rate about this front three. I think we have a front three that could damage any team in this group here, boy. I genuinely believe that, because people don't even know how good Levi Garcia is, boy. Like, I have been following Levi Garcia's career within the past 2 years. His last 2 years at Ajax, I have watched every single one of his games. I'm telling you, on his day, that guy is unstoppable. This guy had Brighton defenders losing their minds when they played when Ajax played Brighton in the Europa League. Levi was stretching them out, and having that front three there, this is where I would say, and this might be a hot take, but I believe that for the upcoming games, we shouldn't prioritize in playing pretty football. Yeah. As crazy as the songs, I don't think that we should fight up behind, playing this new style, what Pep, this philosophy of what Pep Guardiola thing, where we have guys building up from the back and all them things. Let me focus on our strengths. I think we should prioritize in the setup from attack to defense. We should try our best to eliminate as much space as possible and give them only one outlet and let them play the whole day. And let me just deal with that. So what I'm basically saying is try our best to have 4 players up there alone, up in the attack alone. And let we have 6 defenders that don't commit much. So the pivot will just stay in a position that we know that could mitigate any counter-attacks and any build-up. So they're sitting pretty. They've been going forward. They ain't exploring. Nah. Let us stay as rigid as possible. The back 4, they stay rigid. Just try to eliminate as much space as possible. And let the 3 racehorses we have on top there, Levi Garcia, Spicer, and Seeley, be fed by Molino, and let them boys just play beats and score up there. Because they have the ability to do that. Them guys, and if they face up any defenders, they will get past. I believe that a four-man attack that we have there, this 4-man attack here with Molino, Levi Garcia, Spicer, and Seeley, I believe they could get past any 5 or 6 in the opposing team half. Yeah, I'm telling you. That is just what I believe. I feel as though we shouldn't fight up trying to play this possession football, man. And you want to know something, what will be another hot take, and it leads me to actually say, boy, I apologize. I apologize to Angus Eve, boy. Angus Eve, I'll be honest with you, Angus Eve would have got a result out of this. As crazy as it sounds, Angus Eve is a man who knows how to get results. As ugly as the football might be, Angus Eve would have got a result out of this. Now, we can't be, delusional. On paper, we don't have the best team. Curaçao have amazing players, but they have really good players. And, of course, we know Jamaica already. We don't know much about Bermuda, but we know about Jamaica and Curaçao. Them have the players, and on most aspects, they outweigh us. But I believe we have a very good knockout punch when it comes to these 3 that we have on top here, and of course the maestro himself, Kevin Molino, facilitating them. I think that should be with focus moving forward. Yeah, as crazy as it sounds, I generally believe we shouldn't fight up trying to play pretty football. But again, what do I know? I'm just a guy on YouTube. So yeah, man, that pretty much the 11 that I pick. And yeah, so make sure to leave a like, share, and subscribe, and make sure to come out on Friday to support the guys at the Hazy Stadium. So peace out, man.